Okay. What it do, what it do, what it do, what it do. Peace, 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 and more peace, everybody. Um, it's your man, Science Fiction. What up, Ant? Appreciate you joining. Um, once again, I'm back and I have some new sounds out. So, I was previewing them. I got a nice little demo. You guys heard a few of the sounds that I did craft. But without further ado, if you haven't heard the demo, I'm just gonna run through it right quick. It has a few sounds put together with a few chords just for you to kind of hear what I made. That's crazy. What's this? Restore the file. Oh, I moved it. Okay, that's cool. Science Fiction, Black Magic Lab. I'm just gonna preview some of these sounds. So I went through the process of creating every single sound in this demo. Okay, I went through the process of creating every sound except for the drums. I talk a lot when I'm getting stuff set up. Peep. Yeah. So, what I decided to do is I'll just run through some of these presets to let you hear what else I had. You know what I'm saying? Those were a bunch of my favorites, but I mean, since I made them, it's kind of like they're all my favorites. So, if you have not taken a look, let me know if this shows up in the chat or not. It's the Black Magic Lab. I wanted to show you. Here's the website, right? Boom. There we go. Cosmic Dust and Supernova are both of the Serum Preset packs that are available now. You said you don't know what I'm... Hold up. Where's the... There it is. I'm posting it in the chat right now. This Supernova is the second Serum pack. But what you say, Ant, you don't know how I work with all this in the template? Without getting distracted, or I should say, without getting lost in all the sounds that I have up. I have like groups of what I want. I know what I want when I'm starting. I choose the template based on what I want to create at the moment. Right now, this is kind of like a Serum template that I can build off of. Before I forget, I'm just saying you can find the sounds on the blackmagiclab.com. I posted in the chat. If you're catching the replay, you might not see that, but you know where to find it because I just told you. With all this is going on, these are all synths, right? All of this is just synths and bounces. So it might look like a lot. It's probably gonna look like more than it is. So what I do is I create a sound, right? And in order for you to know exactly what's going on, I'll just bring up Serum. I did move some stuff, so I'm gonna update because I wanted to change the hierarchy. I need to post this update when I finish this. I'm gonna recreate the file structure basically, so it'll be easier for me and easier for you. As of right now, let me let you hear the chords. I think I'll just solo it. So I have this chord progression. It's funny because let me just use this one. When I created the chord progression, boom, boom, it was just to like get a feel of what I was creating in the moment. And what I like to do is I open up a bunch of serums. You see it says Serum chord, right? So I might have a Serum lead, a Serum bass up in the bass folder right here. I like to create my basses along with the chords and the leads because it gives me a chance to see what it's going to be like when it's used, as opposed to just creating a sound isolated. If I was to do that, I might not hear it in the proper context, or it gives me an idea of what I want to hear, you know what I'm saying, when I'm creating it. Because I don't know about you, if you're a musician, you hear what's supposed to be there, and then you create it. So the chord progression for these keys you heard me playing, called this one Al Nilam. You can look at these words, it's like names of stars and whatnot for Supernova, but the sound, this is what I call a key. It's a key sound, which means it's going to have some pluck to it, but if you were paying attention to the macros, I'll change it while I'm playing. What's happening, Matthias? I'm just running through some sounds that I created. So if you listen, you hear those plucks. Those are key sounds. But if you want it sustains, you can just use this macro. See the difference? So I have these macros set for every patch that I made. I appreciate that. Thank you for joining. So if you listen to the difference when you listen to wider, it's normally gonna be like phasing, chorus, and stuff like that. And there's a lot going on, so you hear these clicks when I'm changing it. But if you just increase your buffer, you'll be straight. I'm gonna increase it since we're not creating, we're just kind of mixing. I appreciate you stopping through, Matthias. Let me go through some more of these sounds right quick. I know I moved everything. I need to change that while I'm showing you. So where was it? It's Black Magic. Yeah, bang. Yeah, I need to find that first, right? All right. Before I do that again, I'm gonna move the folder back. Science fiction was there. Right. So this is one of those keys to pads. Like it's normally going to tell you what it is. This is really just the length, right? The length and the attack you're messing with. So it has a softer, rounder sound as a pad and a longer release. Or actually just use these. Peace, brethren. For those of y'all just stopping in, I was explaining that I am just moving some sounds right quick, but I'm running through the presets inside of my newest pack, Supernova. The beauty of this is you can change up most of these sounds. So what I'm also doing is I'm playing a chord progression just for you to see what it is. And boom, boom, boom. I'm back. I wanted to just let you see what I was working with as far as running these sounds and changing up the macros so you can kind of see what the sound is, and then see what it can be. Like what I can change it to will be something shorter when I'm talking about these keys, right? And I add like a ton of reverb, you know what I'm saying? When you're listening to these, please, well, not if you're listening to them, if you go buy these at theblackmagiclab.com, just please mess with these macros so you can see that one patch could turn into 3 if you know what you're doing. But just tweak them until you find something like there's tons of modulation going on. Same. Oh, Pandora. That's one of my Jimmy jams. You know what I'm saying? Where was I? Which one was that? Where were we? Up here. Okay. I don't know if that's the right one for the job, but we'll see. See what I'm saying? Yo, this is the same patch. All you got to do is tweak the knobs a little bit and you get something completely different. So for me, when I start creating them, I'm also thinking how I want to use it, right? If I get a core or like bass sound, something that evokes a certain emotion for me, I'm like, okay, what would it sound like if I had like some slight modulation or, you know, some reverb or a little bit of a delay? And I'm figuring if you fellow musicians would do, you would want to make a song with multiple parts. So instead of finding a whole new patch, you have a sound that sounds similar as far as it could be a key or a lead to what your pads or even your basses would be. So let me stop talking and go back into it and show you exactly what I mean. Right, so you feel like part of it could be a bass. You can change the cutoff, you can change the saturation, whatever you want to do, something smoother. You know, speaking of basses, let me, no. While I'm doing that, I know exactly what to do. I'll go to the other Serum, but I'll play the chords with, oh, this is one of my favorites, Sinakane. See, like y'all are asking for some of those R&B patches, R&B sounds. So, what I loved about like creating these, they have many, many contexts, many different songs that you can use them in, different styles. But what you faked the funk on me for? It ran out. Yeah, no. All right, it's playing me, but whatever. My point was, you can take one sound still and turn it into something completely different. Yeah. So towards the end, you see, like I had a couple things over here. I had two different patches I was running at the same time. I don't know what this one was, but I'm gonna solo them just so you can see how you can layer them. You layer them on top of each other, and you have something again completely different. It's one of those ones I was doing a lot. Also, take note that I bounced a ton of these down, so I'm not gonna tell you that this won't bog down your system because I'd be lying. But again, I was doing a lot. Like there are a lot of, you can already see I have a lot of instances open. Wait, yeah. All right, let me stop playing myself. It is at 48K. Did it go? Yeah. It's all those notes too. Again, doing the most. That's what doing the most looks like. This one has a lot of grit. So you can hear those clicks come in because I got like, I'm only using 16 voices max, but I'm also using 16 a lot of the time. Use a ton of these voices and it has modulation per note, which means it's easy if you just play. Well, I'm on the wrong one, ain't I? It's easy if you just play like one note, right? That's fine. But all of those, bounces that happen afterwards and everything, it's too much going on for you to be playing like I was doing. All those notes and those chords, those voicings are a little bit ridiculous. I'm gonna run through some more and stop talking and also get back to your question. Yeah, and I do. I'm gonna post it in the chat in just a moment. Galatea, that one. Right? So I liked this one in particular because it has like that digital quality. Like it could be used for a video game. If you were to take the cutoff, boost that up, right? It gives you a nice rounder quality, but I really do like the squarish nature of the first patch, or without it being altered. Right? So anyway, that's golden. Excess, actually excess. Right? So the tail on that is going to drag out a little bit. Depending on how much reverb and delay are behind these, it gets a little crazy. So this one, it makes more sense just for me to press a button. What I wanted to do was, in case you didn't have any, I'll say arpeggio, right? The SQ stands for sequence. So this is this is a major seventh, right? You want to know a little bit of your what you call it? You want to know a little bit of your music theory if you're gonna be messing with this, or you're just gonna be listening to your own, intuition. Your 1, your 5, right? If you're doing major, those are gonna be in the same, what you call it? The same scale, rather, right? Something like, what is it? 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3. No, it's 1, 1, 4. Those are all going to be in the same scale. But fret not, because if you don't know what to do next, go to the next one. It's a minor. So the 2. I forgot that I also altered the speed. I probably should have kept these patches the same speed. You can change the speed of your arpeggio right here. And of course, that can be modulated. So if you were going through your song, you wanted to have different speed, you could change that with some automation. So boom. There's another one, alpha. It has a major and a minor, and then I went through the synth. These are like sounds I figured would sound more like a synthesizer. Not necessarily I'm gonna say it's melodic, right? But it could be a niche sound. I'll put it like that. Feel me? So that whole the whole macro piece I was talking about earlier was really gonna help you in these because I went a little crazy. So here's another sequence in that one, right? That one is going to take, because I have it in legato, so it's going to take your notes. And it's going to go off of the last note played. Oh, that's gallium. How many more did I have in this patch? Not patch, but pack. You'll hear like this one also has like that grit. I wanted more grit in some of these. Right, like you can hear the difference between these and like say the keys. The keys are going to be softer. The patches that start with KY. Oh yeah, and also I did put a note here. Supernova may cause CPU spikes. I appreciate y'all joining. I wanted to make sure that when I created these, you had enough, I want to say variation through the macros. But again, I'm telling you, I'm recommending that you bounce these to audio. Gave that one a nice long tail. I love that patch. Luetti. There's a couple more and then. Yeah. Also, one of my favorite. Frank, appreciate you joining. The answer to your question: this synth is Serum, and I don't think I said that before on live for all y'all watching. If you wanted to cop these sounds, you can go to theblackmagiclab.com. I also have it in the chat right here. Ant was so graciously putting it up. If you want to check the link out, this is also on my website, which I decided, theblackmagiclab.com. Supernova, second bank. Nice. And you be looking out. So if you check out those sounds, you're also going to want to check out Cosmic Dust. For those of you listening, these sounds are all within Supernova. So if you were to play this back from the beginning, you're going to be able to hear if you missed anything. Most of the sounds. If you were to go through that bank, though, there are 64 patches that I painstakingly created. This is really geared towards those who are working with R&B artists. If you wanted to, make it more smooth, mellow, trap soul, neo soul, R&B stuff, you can go ahead and cop these and really have sounds to mess with for days. And as I'm showing, the patches are not just the one sound you hear. That's just the one I stuck to when I saved it, because I figured it will give you a nice starting point. But if you wanted to use the serums, if you wanted to use the built-in reverb, it's called ether or dust, but it's the third macro. You can just increase it if you don't want to deep dive into the menu and create your own. You feel me? So I'm gonna play a few more of these sounds, but like I said, you can go to theblackmagiclab.com in the chat. I actually didn't post it here, but I will on IG. And I'll just play the chords that I was messing with and go through some more of the patches right quick. Look at the wait, nope, let me stop. Let me not do that. Also, yes, Serum is not a CPU hog by nature, but I have, all right, I'm not gonna say it, I'm gonna show you. This mod matrix, you're not gonna see it, but you can find me on Twitch and on YouTube. I'm streaming this at the same time. You see this mod matrix? That's everything that's going on. That's too much for an older computer. But again, if you're playing this with as many notes as I am, you're asking for it. Bounce it to audio. It's not really that hard. That's all the same patch. So what I did was, for a couple of these in the synth range, I messed with the mod wheel so you can alter that rhythm, and also you can add, like I said, reverb in the ether macro number 3. Space or wide, it's going to give you that like chorus or flanging effect. The first one, between the mod wheel and the first macro, I do some cutoff stuff, some type of filtering. So usually when you mess with those, you're going to see those. And then at the bottom, it's called ring or drive, because I'm normally, or grit, because I'm adding some saturation or pushing the, it might be best to say it's like compression. It's going to affect the dynamics. Saturation is a form of dynamics, but again, without nerding out, I'm just going to play some more of the sounds so you can hear the difference. Again, those of you on Instagram, you can find this video on YouTube or Twitch to see what's going on the screen. Again, I'm asking for it with all these notes. Let me try this. So you can hear that one, right? That has a tail. Without changing the patch, you can just increase macro 1. And you can turn it into a pluck, right? So it's easy to play with one patch. Just duplicate it, change the macros up a little bit, and give yourself a whole different sound. Right? So that same sound, that's the base of this. Just with a little knob tweak. Right? I'll change the speed, change the cutoff, and then as soon as you start messing with any of them, you're automatically gonna get a different sound. And when I say 64 patches, I'm lying. I'm giving you more than 64 sounds. You see? You see? It's the same patch. I appreciate that, Justin. It's the same patch. All you got to do is change one knob. And that one sustained chord right there could work for, it could work as the background, it could work as a texture bed. You can make a drone, you know what I'm saying? You can use this drone in your own pack. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying that essentially you are going to get more than 64 patches. That's what I'm telling you. You play around with any of these and you just go through the macros, go through the use the mod wheel to change speed or cutoff or whatever, and it's essentially everything you need. Like I said, for trap soul, neo soul, R&B, you know, whatever you like, mellow, or like you can use this for lo-fi. But any of your slower, down tempo, chill hop, whatever songs you're trying to create. So I'm not gonna keep you guys long. Again, I'll run through the demo. If you wanted to, you can pick this up at theblackmagiclab.com. On sale now on my website, you know what I mean? And I appreciate y'all joining me. And again, each sound created by me. Each painstakingly created by me. And Serum, if you want to pick up the pack, go to theblackmagiclab.com. You feel me? And if you wanted to, reach out to me, because I had a sale. I don't know if you didn't get it on sale, it was a discount. All right, my peoples, like I said, I ain't gonna hold you too long. I'll just play one of my tracks on the way out, but this pack is available now, blackmagiclab.com. I am your man, Science Fiction. I always appreciate y'all joining me in the Black Magic Laboratory. Sign off. Video's gonna be there if you want to replay it. Look through those sounds again. I appreciate you joining me. Talk to you later. Peace.